Hello Roblox warriors and verse peace heroes. Welcome to the ultimate verse peace traits tier list. Whether you're a seasoned player or just starting your journey, one thing is certain. The traits you roll in this game can make or break your entire build. So buckle up, because we're about to break down the traits from the bottom of the barrel to the god tier legends that everyone strives for. Before we dive headfirst into the tier list, let's take a quick moment to explain what traits are and why they're so important. In verse peace, traits are special abilities or stat modifiers that can be rolled when creating your character. These traits impact everything from your combat effectiveness to your ability to gather resources, and each one offers something unique. Some traits provide powerful boosts to specific stats like strength or defense, while others give you useful passive effects that can turn the tide in battle. But not all traits are created equal. And that's where this tier list comes into play. As we go through the list, we'll categorize the traits based on their usefulness and effectiveness in various scenarios. From the why did I even reroll traits all the way to the bow before me traits, we'll help you understand which ones are worth chasing and which ones should be left behind in the dust. Whether you're gunning for a top tier PvP build or just want to optimize your farming and grinding, knowing which traits to prioritize can save you a lot of time and effort. So let's break it down. Now let's start with the traits that are, well, just not that great. These are the traits that, when you roll them, you'll likely find yourself asking, why did I even bother re-rolling? While they may offer some small buffs, they don't really hold up when compared to the higher tier traits. If you get one of these, consider it more of a stepping stone than a permanent choice. Divine. The concept of divine sounds pretty cool, right? Who doesn't want to be blessed by the gods? Unfortunately, this trait only offers a 1.25x multiplier, which is barely noticeable in the grand scheme of things. The minor boost to sword and strength stats won't save you when it counts. It's a meh trait at best, and you'll quickly realize that there are better options out there. Special Master. On paper, buffing special stats sounds useful, but in reality, the multiplier is too weak to make a meaningful difference. It's like flexing your muscles in front of a mirror. Sure, you look good, but you're not actually gaining any significant power. If you're after true strength, Special Master just won't cut it. Weapon Master. This one gives a slight buff to sword stats, but is it enough to really impact your performance? Probably not. You'd be much better off with a trait that offers a more substantial increase to your stats or unlocks additional abilities. When you roll Weapon Master, don't get too attached to it. Hunter Dawn and Superhuman. These traits are best left forgotten. Honestly, there's not much to say about them. They're just not worth your time. If you end up with these, it's probably time to re-roll and hope for something better. Super Neutral. If there was a trophy for the worst trait in verse peace, Super Neutral would probably win. This trait is essentially the equivalent of getting a 0 on a school exam. It offers nothing useful and should be avoided at all costs. Overall, these C-tier traits are a reminder that the road to greatness in verse peace is paved with disappointment. But don't worry, if you've landed here, the only way is up. Now moving on to the B-tier traits, these aren't terrible, but they won't make you a standout player. They offer solid but not game-changing benefits. If you're in a pinch and need something to boost your stats, a B-tier trait can certainly help. However, you'll quickly realize that if you want to truly dominate the game, you'll need something better. Zenin and Heavenly Restriction. These traits offer decent multipliers, but the real strength of these traits is unlocking potential rather than raw power. If you're aiming for specific weapons like Maki or Toji, these traits are necessary, but they're more about giving you access to those items rather than making you a powerhouse. They're good, but not great. King and Zoldyck. If you're looking for solid defense boosts, these are decent choices. They add some extra durability, but don't expect to be out-damaging your opponents with them. King and Zoldyck will help you survive longer, but they won't make you a top contender in offense. Godlike and Spiritual. Both of these sound overpowered on paper, but the stat gains are actually pretty small when compared to higher tier traits. They give you some boosts, but not enough to truly separate you from the competition. Think of them as above average traits that might make you feel special, but won't win you any championships. Armageddon. The strength buff provided by Armageddon is solid, but it's nothing too extraordinary. If you're all about brute force, it might be worth holding onto for a while. However, in the grand scheme of things, it's just another B-tier trait. At the end of the day, B-tier traits are the middle-of-the-road options. They're not bad, but they won't make you a legend. They're the traits you use while you wait for something better to come along. Now we're getting to the good stuff. If you roll an A-tier trait, you've stepped into the upper ranks of verse peace players. These traits provide significant boosts to your stats, open up new abilities, and generally make you a force to be reckoned with. You're no longer just another player grinding for resources. you're a competitive contender. Demon Lord. This trait brings a massive 3x multiplier and boosts both your defense and special stats. It's a fantastic choice if you like playing a tanky role that can absorb damage and dish out punishment in return. With this trait, you're no pushover. Shadow King. Offering extra stat buffs and unlocking the powerful CID V2 sword, Shadow King is an excellent choice for players who want to enhance both their combat and gear. It's a versatile trait that can fit into multiple builds, making it one of the more well-rounded options. The Alpha and the Omega. This trait offers a balanced mix of multipliers and stat bonuses across multiple categories. It's great for players who want versatility and solid boosts across the board. Rage Revenge works similarly, adding to your potential for damage and survivability. Honored One. For those who love to grind, this trait is an absolute game changer. It doubles both your money and EXP gains, making it a perfect choice for players who want to level up quickly and efficiently. If you're all about that grind life, Honored One should be your go-to. Soul Punisher. Offering a 2x multiplier along with defensive buffs, Soul Punisher is a great all-rounder. It boosts both your offensive and defensive capabilities, making it an excellent choice for players who want to be competitive in multiple aspects of the game. A-tier traits are the real deal. They make you competitive, they're versatile, and they give you the edge you need to climb the ranks. If you're lucky enough to roll one, you're on the right track. Now we're entering the territory of legends. S-tier traits are for the players who want to stand out, dominate, and leave everyone else in the dust. These traits come with massive stat boosts, powerful multipliers, and abilities that make you a force to be reckoned with. You're no longer just playing for fun, you're playing to win. Betrayer. With an insane 7.5x damage multiplier and massive defense buffs, Betrayer turns you into an absolute powerhouse. This trait makes you both a tank and a damage dealer, allowing you to dominate in PvP and PvE alike. Chosen One. The 5x multiplier and solid stat boosts make Chosen One one of the most well-rounded top-tier traits in the game. If you're looking for a trait that will make you formidable in every aspect of the game, Chosen One is it. Fisherman. You might be thinking, why is Fisherman so high on the list? Well, if you're into farming and resource gathering, this trait is a game changer. The boosted fishing rewards might not seem like much at first, but trust me, they make a huge difference when you're farming for those rare materials. Fisherman is a sleeper pick that's actually incredibly valuable. S-tier traits are the ones that separate the best from the rest. If you land one of these, you've already made it to the top. It's time to start flexing. And finally, we reach the holy grail of verse piece traits, the S+ tier. These are the absolute best traits in the game. If you roll one of these, consider yourself blessed. You've hit the jackpot. These traits provide insane boosts, unmatched multipliers, and abilities that will make you an unstoppable force. Black Silence. With an 8.5x damage multiplier and massive plus 25,000 stat boosts, Black Silence is simply broken. This trait makes you an absolute monster in PvP, and if you get it, you're basically a final boss. It's essential for rolling, and it will make you a nightmare for your enemies. Monarch. Another trait that's nearly as powerful as Black Silence, Monarch offers a 7.5x multiplier and boosts all of your stats by plus 10,000 times. If you're a Sung Jin Woo main, this is the trait to have. It's the ultimate in power and versatility. Rejected Zenin. The 6.5x multiplier and high stat boosts make Rejected Zenin essential for Toji Unleashed. If you're going for top tier builds, this is a must-have. It's one of the best traits in the game, and if you secure it, you're at the top of your game. S+ traits are the stuff of legends. If you get one of these, you're not just a player, you're a force to be reckoned with. You've earned your place among the best. There you have it, the complete verse piece traits tier list, ranked from the C tier traits to the godly S+ trait. If you're just starting out, don't be discouraged by a few bad rolls. Keep re-rolling, keep grinding, and eventually you'll land one of those top tier traits that will make you a force to be reckoned with. Whether you're aiming for the elite PvP builds or just want to farm like a pro, knowing which traits to focus on will help you make the most out of your playthrough. So, which trait are you gunning for? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more verse piece content. Keep grinding, and I'll see you in the next video.